Hello and welcome to yet another tutorial. And this time around, we're going to do a very quick setup for creating glass materials on your on any project or any surface you are, or model you're dealing with. And I have here a very quick glue that I did, and just is a bit off at the edges, but it's just a quick one. So now there are two ways to actually go about creating glass: the easy way and the not so easy way actually. So we're going to create two sorry, two models, and I'm going to switch it over here. Let me just move my camera in. Okay, and what we'll do is we're going to create two setups, and then you appreciate the two ways you can actually create glass within Blender. Now for this one, we will name this one we're going to create a new material and call this one glass. And this guy, we're going to create a new one and say glass 2. Okay, so to apply the glass material, we would have to take out the material, the first material out of it. So it's now using the glass material. And same for this object also. Do something of glass 2. So the first one, we're going to do a very simple and very quick way to create glass. And I love to do so in EV. No, sorry, cycles. So let's just give it a second to render. And let me change this background. I have a quick background over here we can use. So good. So to quickly create glass using this, what we can do is apply. Let me come over here for this one. To make this work, you're just going to play with two settings within the principal BSDF, and that's our transmission. So all we do is hit 1 and roughness 0, and there we have it. We have glass. So what do I mean by we have glass? Because you can actually see through the Australian map behind the African map here. And let me switch it up if we are to. Now, just like how we don't see in this one, we can actually see this behind the African map here. So this is one of the fastest ways to actually create glass within that. Now with this guy, we're going to play around with a few more shaders other than just the principal BSDF. And to do this setup, we are going to open or take out the principal BSDF. So now we're going to have now since we have no node connecting to the surface, it's going to be black, but don't worry. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in the glass BSDF. That's our first guy. The second is our transparent BSDF. That's the second guy. And lastly, the light path. Oh, that's the third guy. To begin, we're going to do a mix shader. And the mix shader, we're going to connect these two guys, the glass BSDF and the transparent BSDF. Now to appreciate how it's going to look, let's just connect this guy first. Now over here you'll notice something about this. Even though this is this shows a bit of glass, one thing that we have to take in mind is how the edges of your objects will react to light and all that. So here, now compare this to, you see at the edges, you have some bit of shadows in here. And that's what we're going to use the shadow and diffuse to connect to this mix shader, which is the factor over here. And to give us that nice shadow whenever you have glass objects, the edges should give you this kind of dark tint to it. So the way we connect this guy is to add in our math node. So what we'll do here is add in the shadow and diffuse. Now watch what happens when we add in the value to the factor over here. Now you see this, let me select over here. See this as it is now. You're going to see the difference now. So we connect our factor in. And now you see the shadows at the edges begin to show. So, and also, let me just go back. Now, you could also realize, even though you can see through the map over here, comparing it to this guy, this becomes a bit blurred. It's not really sharp. But when we connect the diffuse ray also, you're going to find that it's going to get, now you can see how it's now showing the objects behind it a bit more clearer than when you had not shown this inside. So okay, let's give it some time. Good, it's rendered. So this is a quick tutorial just to show how to do glass materials in a Blender. So also you can also use this for EV, but EV doesn't really get you all the light bounces within the object really well. So I tend to love this setup for cycles engine. So thank you so much for this quick tutorial, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.